Good morning, sunshines. Welcome to BunniPhish Crafts. Today is Sunday, the 26th of December, 2021, and this is the last episode of BunniPhish Crafts for 2021. How have you been? Did you watch Vlogmas? Did you enjoy it? I watched a lot of Vlogmas and I enjoyed it. And in case anyone was wondering, nobody is, but in case you were, I did manage to catch up on all of the podcasts, the YouTube. I managed to catch up on all the YouTubers that I had fallen behind on, except I haven't yet watched Vlogtober. So, since I have a week child free, I'm sure I'll do that too. So, let's get this week started. I am coming into the week with just a few works in progress, so hopefully I will be able to show you finished objects in the next few days. And yeah, I don't really have any plans for this week at all.
What's wrong? Did you just realize that there's no place for you to sit with me in this rocking chair and you're sad? Do you want a blanket? What'd you think? I could get you a blanket.
So exciting. My sister brought me a green tea, what is this? Frappuccino with no whipped cream. Out of nowhere. Just a surprise. And also, here is my dog in her blanket. Are you excited? You got a blanket now? You got places to be? It's got penguins on it. Look at that face. She's a beautiful girl. So, I put away all of the Christmas decorations this morning. And then this happened. I started bringing up mini skeins because 2022 I'm going to do Year of the Blanket. It's going to be a totally separate video. But I've decided that I want to have my mini skein projects and my blanket projects upstairs. I don't know where I was in talking because I realized there was a dog barking and that was probably really annoying. So I'm going to take this week while the kids are gone to rearrange my living room, get it set up in a way that will function better for having all of us in the house now. Because, my sister moved in and we were all at school and stuff, and just one of the things I want to do, though, is bring up my scrappy blankets, all 11 of them, to the living room instead of in my bedroom, because then when I can't sleep in the middle of the night, I can come to the living room and work on them and things like that. And then also they'll be really visual because right now all of the blankets are in various places around my bedroom versus, this is a little embarrassing, but it's real life, y'all. So we just brought this shelf out of one of the bedrooms and kind of just like stacked things around, and clearly this shelf right here is a shelf that Mara put things away on. So I want to go through these shelves, both of them, get rid of things that we don't need. As you can see, I've already started bringing some mini skein scrappy yarns up, but I want this shelf right here, this one, to be my blanket projects. Will I need this entire shelf for blanket projects? It's quite possible. Some of my blankets are really big now, so we'll see how much of that I actually need. But yeah, then I can have the scrappy yarns. And why is there peanut butter on this? Oh my gosh. Kids. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to put all of my scrappy projects here and on this shelf over here so that they're visual. because I am a super visual person, and if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. So that is one of the things that I'm going to be tackling this week amongst knitting and trying to rest. I just got home from the gym and I have a package, and I have some very interested animals. All the animals are interested. They're like, "You're sitting on the floor. What are you doing?" So I have my final swap package, my ornament swap package. My partner had some life stuff come up, so that's why it's here after Christmas, and that is totally okay because last year I had life stuff come up during the ornament swap. So life happens. I am so excited to open this up and see what's inside. First is this adorable card. How cute is that? And then look at this. This is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's gonna look so cute on my tree next year. I love this so much. And it's stars, so of course. And then we have beautiful mini skeins. So these are going to go maybe on the shelf. Yeah, on the shelf, but in like a top priority space. And then there are some fuzzy socks and Tic Tacs, which is exciting. I really like mint as a flavor. A little marshmallow cocoa topper. Oh my gosh, I don't love marshmallows, but my kids do. They're gonna be excited. And double chocolate hot cocoa. What is this? A gnome hydrating sheet mask. Ooh, maybe you'll see that this week on my face. And then some mints. So yay, I'm so excited, and thank you. You know who you are. I love everything. Hi friends, it is lunchtime. I am having leftover dinner from my mom's house, and in about 4 hours we are leaving to go for a date. And Patrick and I are going to go to the movies. We are going to see Ghostbusters, and then we are going to get dinner after. So I'm trying to decide what I want to take for movie knitting. So my first sock is probably getting pretty close to the toe. I'll check that in a moment and show you. And then my second sock is not through the heel. So if I get that through the heel, that would be pretty decent movie knitting. I would like to wear the sweater to the movies. So all I have left, I finished binding off, so all I have left is the sleeve. So 5 garter ridges, which means probably like 700 stitches. And then an I-cord bind off. That'll be the killer. No, 700 stitches and then short rows. So probably another, I don't know, between 100 and 200 stitches for that. And then an I-cord bind off. That's probably doable in 4 hours, right? I mean, obviously, if I just sat down and just did it, that would be doable, but that's not how it's going to work. So I think I'm going to work on that in between doing small tasks to get that shelf set up, because I'd like to wear that tonight. And then maybe I'll take one of my blankets to the movie to work on. I like having a blanket to cover up with at the movie anyway. So that is what I am leaning toward. Let's check in on the sock. Okay, so we're going to measure the stripes, compare the stripes between these two, and not from the back of the heel because I've worn these socks already. So they are slightly stretched out, but they fit to perfection. So I am in the middle of this white stripe here. and then I have the green stripe, and then I have half of this white stripe. So not enough, clearly, for movie knitting. So maybe this will go with me to dinner. Yeah. I have to think about the blanket thing. Do I want to carry around a blanket with me to dinner and stuff too? I mean, it's not like it would be a full blanket, I don't think. I don't know. Let me see where I'm at that blanket before I make a decision. All right, friends. So I took about a 45-minute, 1 hour nap. So yeah, it is later than I would love it to be, but the knitting on the sweater is finished. I just need to put in some ends. I have about 20 minutes before I need to start getting ready to go. So let's see how many ends there are. Okay, so it's turned inside out. I just did a quick count. I think I'm at about 12 ends that need to be put in. Yeah, so totally doable. Friends, we have a knitting crisis. I finished a blanket square during the movie. I finished this toe. And we're about to go to dinner. And I forgot the heel yarn for my sock. So I don't have any knitting for dinner. What am I gonna do, babe? What am I gonna do?
Have a conversation with me and twiddle your thumbs.
That sounds terrible. All right, friends. So I don't know if you can tell that these two cuffs have different amounts of orange on them. The second one has, I think, 2 more rounds of orange. And I don't love the orange anyway, but I wasn't sure. So what I'm doing is I snipped right where the orange starts, and I am unpicking that previous round, and that is leaving me with this edge that I don't have to bind off. That is pretty stretchy. It looks a little bit decorative. I feel like this is an actual cast on where you like cast on with scrap yarn and then do 1x1 rib and then unpick the cast on. So I'm essentially just doing that, but I did extra knitting before I picked it out. So I'm gonna do that on both socks and then weave in my new end and have a sock that just starts with that pinky color instead. Good morning, friends. It is Monday the 27th of December, and my day is not going to go as I thought it would when I went to sleep last night. So Patrick is going into work 2 hours later than he scheduled, which means he's sleeping 2 hours later than scheduled, which is frustrating because if I'm going to get anything major accomplished, it's within the first like 2 to 3 hours I'm awake. He is not going to be awake in that time. So I know that my drive tanks after that. It just does. always been that way. I used to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning before high school to do my homework because that would give me like 2 hours before I would even have to start getting ready for school, that I could just do homework, set up my day, get going. Oh, this is important because I intended to spend about an hour every day this week, like tidying my room and going through my closet and going through my stash and organizing things, and just was going to add up to 5 hours this week. Now I don't know how I'm going to do an hour this week because I'm already like decreasing productivity. So we will see. The other thing is that my sister needs me to take her to urgent care. She has had a sore throat since maybe since Christmas Eve, definitely on Christmas. But I feel like on Christmas Eve she woke up with a sore throat. So I have to do that this morning, and I don't want to. It snowed overnight, which is really pretty, but there are no plows out, so that means roads are going to be dreadful this morning. Hi. You look awful. So, not the way I expected my day to go. Isn't my shelf lovely? So before you see this video, you'll have seen me talk about the blankets, but here we are. This hole right here is because I'm working on 2 blankets today, but I'm so excited to have space to hold the blankets and put them away, and I look forward to this space down here becoming more full as this space up here becomes less full and these shelves over here become less full. I'm looking forward to it. And I look forward to those bottom shelves eventually becoming much more empty as I hopefully finish 5 blankets in the coming year and fix 2 blankets. Wish me luck. I don't need luck. I can do it. Wish me dedication. I just went through the vase and I pulled out all of these to go into the corner to corner blanket. I'm going to put those in because that's exciting. It's not because they're not beautiful yarns, but for whatever reason, they don't fit into my overall view of my various blankets. Some of them are too small. Some of them are not the right weight. Actually, you know what? This is a heavier weight yarn, but I think I'm going to use it for a hexapuff. So that one can wait. But yeah, the rest of these can go corner to corner. I'm excited. Good morning, friends. Happy Tuesday. So, well, it has been really, really lovely to be knitting and crocheting on my scrappy blankets, and I intend to continue doing that. I also am kind of missing having a project with a pattern on it or something to follow, something that's not mindless, you know? So I have a pair of socks and a single sock that I had intended to make during December, or like put on my list of things to make for December. The single sock is the Advent stripe sock from Cozy Knitter, and then the other is I think it's from Rock and String Creation, Cabin something. I'll put the tag here if I have it. And I could make either of those into patterned socks, right? So I'm leaning toward not casting on the Advent sock because that is a pattern that I can do at school. But I'm going to look at patterns for the other sock and see what I can find and cast on something patterned, something a little harder. I do have this sock right here, and it's the second of the Current Mood Knit Picks Felici shorty socks that I am doing a little bit of cuff surgery on, taking that off. I pull out like 5 stitches at a time because it's boring. But so I am working through the heel. However, this is like perfect gym knitting, so I don't really want to work on it, and like I could finish this in a day. We all know this, right? But I don't want to. So I'm going to get this through the heel and pick up the stitches so that it's ready for the gym, and then I'm going to start a new project and continue to work on my blankets. Tuesday afternoon, I have decided to work on my bias strip blanket a little bit. I'm getting ready to record my bingo update later, but I have decided that I would like to, so this is my cheat sheet for some videos that I want to do. I've decided I want to clear out this vase. I think that I can clear it out before we go back to school next week, but I have to, try. And this ball right here, that one that my finger is pointing to, and another thing, those are both leftovers from the Cozy Knitter Advent, and I'm saving them to be knit into bias strips. So I'm going to do that. But first, I am connecting this next strip to the blanket. It's not quite finished. It's pretty close, but not quite there. But I do have some other, this is a self-striping strip. I decided that I would keep the self-striping yarns separate from the non-self-striping yarns, because on the non-self-striping, they go in increments of 5 ridges. And then for the self-striping, they just go for a pattern repeat. So I have this yarn right here in the top is the self-striping yarn that I used for Grammy's socks. So I can use that to finish off the strip, I think. That's why I started crocheting it on, because I didn't want to count the ridges like 57 times. I'd rather just crochet it on as I go and start knitting the stripes in. Hello, sunshines. It is 2 in the a.m. I've been up since 6 in the a.m. I'm not really tired, but I feel like I should probably go to sleep. So I'm going to head downstairs to my room and pick up a book and read, and that will probably trigger the "oh, you should sleep" signals in my brain. I'm not really sure why I'm not sleeping. I have been active today. We went to the gym. I did like 5 loads of laundry, so up and down the stairs. I have been continuing to clean and organize the living room and my bedroom. knitting or crocheting, obviously, but it's not like I've been, sometimes if I like am not active enough, I don't sleep. Maybe it's because I didn't have anything with caffeine in it today. Maybe that's why I'm not tired. I know that sounds like counterintuitive, but ADHD. So I'm thinking that might be it. Do you want to see what I worked on today? Well, a big thing that I did today was a lot of editing of videos that are coming out in the next few days. So I have 3 planned. One tomorrow, one the next day, one the day after that, I think. One of those just being this vlog, but all of the footage that I've recorded so far this week is edited. But I edited 2 other videos today, and I have one more to record. So yeah, 4 videos are going up from this moment forward through Saturday. So I just have one more to record, and let me show you what I worked on today. I did a couple blanket squares, and those will be wherever blanket squares are at in the video right now. I started putting together this strip onto this blanket. And then I realized that I was attaching the wrong side. So this is the right side of this strip, but the wrong side of this strip. I was about halfway through attaching the strip when I realized it, and I decided I don't care. I think because it is a striping, like you can see here, you can tell here, and you can tell here that the ends are woven in, but otherwise I don't think you can really, I don't think it's super obvious. And I think if I didn't say anything, that wouldn't necessarily be obvious. It just has a little fuzz, which I could trim down further so it pops up the other side or something. So yeah, this is almost attached to where I am now, which then only gives me that much more that needs to be worked on. That much more. So I have put in this much work on this bias strip today. So I will continue to do that because I said in one of my videos that I had this finished. And I fully intend to by the end of the year. So it's not a lie. It's just like a presumptuous truth. I also cast on this sock. So it's from Rockin' String Creations, Cabinet Christmas. The tag was just up, I don't know, for you, probably a couple minutes ago. And I did decide on a pattern, which was also up not very long ago, but it's called Braiding a Sweetgrass by Lisa Yulinen, I don't know. I would have to look it up for pronunciation. But I have the cuff finished, and tomorrow I will start the pattern down the leg. It's just a really lovely lace pattern. Something that I did to keep the stripes from blending is I did a knit through the back loop purl one rib, but on the color change rounds, let's see if you can see. I don't think you can even see, but I knit through the back loop and then knit one all the way around so that there wouldn't be purl bumps where those colors changed. So yeah, I think it's super cute. I look forward to starting the pattern tomorrow, and I will check in with you then. Bye, friends. It's still 2 a.m., but look how lovely it is out here. I'm taking out the last of the garbage and the recycling before I'm way too tired. And by way too tired, I mean I'm doing it now before I go to sleep instead of having to wake up to do it in the morning. Good morning, friends. It's Wednesday, and Patrick just took my car in to get its brakes done and an oil change. And he's ridiculous. Here's why. So he made the appointment for this yesterday. He made the appointment for 7 a.m. We have one car. So as he's getting up this morning, he's like, okay, come get me. And I'm like, come get you in what? Go get your sister's car keys. That's not how this works. I can't just take my sister's car keys for reasons that are her business and not mine. So yeah, I don't know if he's planning to walk home. It's really cold outside. And it's like 2 miles to the shop, maybe 3, maybe 4. No, not 4. It's closer than the library. The library is 4. Somewhere between 2 and 3, I would say. So I don't know if he's planning on walking home, or I told him that when she woke up, we could come pick him up. But instead, he's probably going to walk home. And he already has an attitude about it. But like, bro, you made the appointment knowing that we only have one car. And also knowing that it's holiday break, and why would my sister be awake at 7 a.m.? Anybody else have a significant other who like makes their own trouble? Hey friends, it's 7 in the p.m. I'm very tired. I woke up at 6 in the a.m. I'm sorry, I should probably stop rocking while I'm talking to you. And then, my car got taken in for brakes, and it was all okay. And after Patrick got home, he was like, oh yeah, the walk wasn't that bad. It was just the going, like the pre-moments of going for a walk that were terrible. He said this as I was throwing a temper tantrum about having to go to the gym with Amanda, which was fine. Once I'm at the gym, I don't care. It's the build up to having to go to the gym. And then I came home and I recorded the last video that I needed to record. Not needed, wanted to record. And it's currently exporting. It has less than a minute, and then I can start uploading it to YouTube. Yay! Get it scheduled. And then, what else did I do today? I knit a couple squares on a mitered square blanket. I added some length to the bias strip. I'm going to finish it before the end of the year. I counted, and at one point I only had 31 garter ridges to go before, is it still squaring it off? If I just have to do decreases to make it a triangle, I guess that's still squaring it off. So 31 ridges before squaring it off, but I have less than that now. I don't know how many less because I haven't counted. And now I'm gonna go to bed. I've had a headache all day. Oh, my thing is finished exporting. I've had a headache all day, and I have not been able to take a nap, which I think would have cleared it up, because Patrick has been home all day, and even when he tries to be quiet, he is just a loud person. I think because he's not a big guy, that he makes up for it in like loudness. Like he takes up space through noise. And I don't think he notices he's doing it. But he's so loud all the time, even when he's being quiet. So Mara does the same thing, but obviously she's not here. So I couldn't take a nap. Because he was home. And yeah, my head is, it's just vicious. So I'm gonna go to bed and hopefully feel better tomorrow. I did a couple of repeats on my sock, but I'm not going to show you anything tonight. I'll show you progress on things tomorrow, okay? Deal? See you then. Bye, friends. Hello, sunshines. Today feels like a to-do list sort of day. So my sister and I have decided not to go to the gym because I am having a migraine hangover, and she just didn't want to. She feels like it's going to be a busy day at work, so we're not doing that. So here is my list today. 2 of these things I can't do until after Patrick gets home from work, but I'm going to see what I can get accomplished. I am tackling this today. This is my desk, and in the past couple months it has become just a drop zone for the entire family, which is irritating. So I'm going to clean it off, and I am going to set up a play area for Mara right there, because with my sister moving back in, her toys have been displaced, so that's where they're gonna go. It won't even take me that long to do it. I just don't want to do it. That's fine, lady. Just get to it. All right, friends, I think it's like an hour and a half later, and I am making okay progress on my to-do list. So I haven't knit since I talked to you. Well, I did. I haven't really knit since I talked to you. I had like 5 ridges left on this mitered square. So I finished that, but I have been working on cleaning off the desk. It is getting closer. You can't tell, but well, I don't think you can tell from here, but the left half is all cleaned off. I wiped out my curio cabinet. So I just need to continue on with the right half and underneath, and then I can check that off. But here is Mount Laundry. So the square basket is stuff that's going to my room. This basket is for stuff that's going to the boys' room. And then I think my sister's stuff is probably just going to go back in here, or a little pile. I don't think she has a lot in the laundry. But now I am going to probably take an hour, and I'm going to watch an episode from Cozy Craft Club with Amanda and Kate. And I am actually going to binge all of their episodes over the next couple days, because I am all caught up with 2 of the Vlogtobers I was watching. I watched Sharon at SCRO1TNO. I watched hers 2 days ago. Yesterday I watched Aquila, the Lefty Knitter podcast. I watched her Vlogtober. And so now I'm catching up with Ella at No Crafty Name. Is that what it's called? No Crafty Name podcast? Yeah, I think so. But I am a little vlogged out, so I'm going to alternate episodes of Cozy Craft Club with vlogs from Ella because I haven't actually watched the Cozy Craft Club. Yep, that one. Episodes. I saw them pop up on my Instagram feed and I was like, oh, I should check that out. And then I didn't. But now I'm subscribed and I think there's like 9 or 10 episodes. So over the next couple days, that and finishing out Vlogtober because I'm all caught up on all of my subscriptions, even the new things that have posted in the past couple days. All right, I'm rambling. I'll talk to you later. Yes, there we go. Much better. So this is my desk. I've had this since high school. It's been toddler-fied. I think Gabriel spilled this nail polish when he was 2. This was when Mara was little, also nail polish. Someday I may refinish this, but I don't know. Kind of, it doesn't bother me that it's scarred. Anyway, so I cleaned the desk. It is clean. It is ready for Mara's dollhouse to go on once Patrick gets home from work. But look at this. So have you guys seen these? I don't remember what these are called, but it spins as you work your yarn off of it. And my sister told me that she put this on my desk so that I could have it. The yarn, the caddy, everything. I have been wanting one of these spinny things. I think it's called a caddy for a long time, but they're not cheap. So I'm super excited. And now I need to figure out what to do with this yarn. It is cotton. I think it's like a fingering to sport. There's 2 balls. It's striping. I don't really use a lot of cotton. Oh, that's my dryer telling me it's time to do dryer stuff. And also my cat was yelling at me. Okay, so it is sometime later, but I would like to know what you would make with 2 balls of fingering to sport weight self-striping cotton yarn. Oh, I'm talking. The cat needs to talk. So let's check in. So I have a friend. What are you doing? Just look at you. Just very cute with your little snaggle tooth. And I have 3 baskets that are folded. 1 basket 2-fold. And then I have my bedding in the washer and dryer. And then everything else is started except the 2 things that I have to wait until Patrick gets off work for. And it is only halfway through his shift, so go me. Good job. So I am going to sit and knit and watch some podcasts and vlogs and finish the crafty portion of my to-do list, which shouldn't take too terribly long. I'm on the 4th stripe of this. I have less than 10 bias rows before the decreases. And this mitered square is about halfway finished. So check in with you in a bit. Do you want to say goodbye? Do you want to say hello? Friends, we are about to do something that is so exciting. There is a new bakery.
Months.
Language, sir.
But we have been waiting a long time. We're saying.
We've been waiting a long time.
Too long.
There is a bakery downtown. And it closes at 3 p.m., which means that during normal work life, we can't go. But he got out early today because he is going in at 3 o'clock in the morning. Disgusting. So we are going to the bakery. I'm so excited. All right. You're going to try something. Go ahead. What is it?
Oh, it's like a miniature eclair.
Okay. Is that the banana one?
So.
Chocolate banana? How is it? Good? Not good? He's taking too long.
Tasty.
He says it's tasty. So we got these eclairs that just came out. Got some raspberry bars. I got a chapstick because I'm a junkie. What can I say? And then we got bear claw cream puff and a banana chocolate eclair thingy. So excited. Very exciting. The 4th strip is finished. So I was not a liar in my videos. I mean, kind of. But not really. It was finished in 2021. This is what I did yesterday. And this is what I did today. And I did not quite use an entire repeat of this color change, but super, super close. I've been keeping track of it with a picture of the socks. I'll show you that. It's like 7:30 now, and I just finished the 6th stripe on the sock. So my to-do list is ta-done. I guess I don't know what I'm going to work on now. And probably this sock a little bit more. But I guess I'll pick up a blanket project too to switch off with. And maybe the singles cowl? I don't know. We might be going on a trip this weekend. So I wrote myself a list of things to pack. It'll just be an overnight thing if we go. But we don't know yet if we're going. Someone kept trying to climb into my son's laundry basket on top of his clothes and take naps. So instead of allowing that, I removed all of his clothes, left the blanket, and put his clothes in a different empty basket. Oh. She almost caught us recording her. That's my cute little old lady. Apparently she just needed to be a basket dog. How are you, friends? Happy Friday. It is the last day of 2021, and I think this is going to be the last time I talk with you this year. I don't think this is going to be the end of the vlog. Let's start with this morning. I had a lovely morning. I had a sister date. We started off by going to the gym, and then we went to a place called Second and Charles, which is a secondhand bookstore, music store. I think they have DVDs too, maybe some video games. I had never been there before, and it was so cool. It was really, really cool. I bought a few books because even though I have like 10 books out from the library, I needed some books. So I bought The Upside of Unrequited, which is by Becky Albertalli, who wrote, what does it say? It's right on the cover. I'm gonna lean forward. No, it just tells me the movie. Love, Simon. What is the book that's based on? Simon versus the Homo sapiens, maybe? So, yeah, I have read a lot of her books. I really like her writing style. And I don't think I've read this one. Although I'm worried that maybe I have read this one and I didn't like it. And so I blocked it out of my mind. I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm not very far into it. I am only on page 44. I picked it up this morning. I'm probably going to read the whole thing today. But I'm nervous that it's the book that I'm thinking it is. So we'll see. Even though I'm still reading The Archer, and I'm still reading Late Eclipses. Apparently I just need a young adult book in my life. As my sister says, it's my crack. I just really, really, really like young adult, and I don't think I have any young adult books on my TBR shelf. So I'm going to read this one, and then I'll see about reading some of the other books that I have on there, or finishing the 2 that I have started. But we were talking about sister date. So then we went to Dave & Buster's, and my sister and I really only play, well, she plays 2 games, and I really only play 1, which is like a coin dozer game. And yeah, I will gladly spend hours playing that game and winning the things. I'm a little disappointed because the machine was not working correctly and the card distributor was not distributing cards. So we did not get as many prizes as we should have. But it's okay. It was still fun. And then she had to go to work, and we rode together this morning because Patrick was at work overnight. So then he came and picked me up, and we went back to the bakery because so good. The eclair that I picked up an eclair for me yesterday, and I ate it walking to the car. It was literally the best eclair I've ever had in my life. Like, the custard was the perfect amount of sweetness, but it wasn't very heavy. The eclair was like flaky, so it had a tiny bit of crunch on the outside. The chocolate had just a hint of bitterness in it, which just, oh, it was so good. And I told the baker that today, and she was like, oh, thank you, that's so nice. And as we were walking out of the door, she was like, wow, that was really awesome. So yeah, it was so good. So good. We will definitely be making trips there this summer with the kids for sure. When we're out, we can probably hop in the bakery, grab a pastry or something, hop in the coffee shop next door, grab a coffee or tea, and then there are picnic tables in the downtown area, or we can bring a blanket and go sit on the hill, or whatever. It'll be good. And it sounds like the bakery is super willing to have special extended hours during events. So like when there are fireworks, they will probably have extended hours, because today there is a New Year's Eve something happening downtown. I don't know, I'm not going. But the bakery is staying open until 11 p.m. So yeah, I'm excited to have a bakery near us that I really like. This evening, I am going to go have dinner with my best friend. I haven't seen her in way too long. More than a year, right? When was the last time I saw her? I feel like I saw her June last year. So it's been super long, but we've been trying to be safe. So we are going to meet somewhere for dinner. And she lives like an hour and a half away. So I think we're meeting in between, so 45 minutes away. And we're going to have dinner. But my plan is to go let the dog in. So my plan is to knit on scrappy blankets and probably my stripy sock. I'm getting really close to the heel. I have to decide if I want to do a heel flapping gusset in the stripy color or a heel flapping gusset in a contrast color, or if I want to do an afterthought heel. I haven't decided. So I'm kind of stalled on that project. And I kind of have been stalled on that project since yesterday. I mean, when I got to less than a repeat to go, I was like, oh, I should think about the heel. I'm not sure yet. So yeah, scrappy blankets is probably going to be the way it goes. And I'm going to do a new cast on tomorrow morning, which you will see in next year's first vlog. So thank you so much for hanging out with me this past week. And if you've been here for longer, thank you. I appreciate you so, so much. You guys do not even know how much I appreciate you. And I look forward to seeing you in 2022. Bye, friends.